All right, guys, let me go kill the music. Hello, hello. Happy May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. And on today's stream, we got a little surprise. Microsoft's and Asobo released World Update 2021, Australia. So I've never really flown in Australia, but today we're going to check it out. And I just decided we're going to do the southern piece of Australia, just a small little piece, VFR flight, just kind of check it out. And then we'll probably just add more over the next few streams. I'll mix some different places with this update so we could just kind of check it out. So what I decided today was we're actually going to, okay, so if we zoom out on this continent, we're more on the southern tip, right? Yeah, we're going to be taking off from YBLM, which is Linmen Airport, runway 21. And we're going to go to, where are we going to go? We're going to go to Flanders Ranges and then up to Leigh Creek. And then we're actually just going to come straight back down to the same airport we took off, which is YBLM, Linmen Airport, runway 21. So let's get started. It's like an 81 nautical miles, so it's not too bad. Like I said, the update just came out. I want to check it out a little bit today, and then over the next few days or whatever, we can check out more areas of the stream, because this is a big update, and there's a lot of scenery to be had. Let's go here. Let's get that started. Hopefully the stream is working. Let's go to OBS. I've never been at this airport, so this is going to be interesting. All right. So let the garments tune up. All right, we're gonna add fuel ourselves here. The plane's already started, so I'm just gonna add fuel by coming to the aircraft flight performance. And we're just gonna add some fuel. Just keeping it kind of basic right now. Load it to the aircraft. And that should be good. Let me get this out of the way. All right, so we got enough fuel there. Go check our flight route. And again, this is it. We're just making sure that it's actually loaded, which it is. We'll just go ahead and say send it to the avionics. All right, so this is good. Let's go. Check out my runways. And today we're not even gonna, I'm gonna get rid of this title. Get rid of that. Sorry, guys. So what I want to do is we're just gonna fly. This is just to check out the scenery. We're not doing any like fancy ATC, any stuff like that today. Go back here. Just make sure we got everything set up. So it looks like we're Runway 21 already. And I want to get actually out of the aircraft real quick. So we can take off here. Good. All right, make sure flaps are on. Hopefully the Stream Deck Plus is working. Good. I've got that configured to actually work with the airplane. Okay, so we've got the beacon lights on. Let's do nav lights and strobe today. And I think we're good to go. Like I said, this is not a big flight. It's just something to kind of check out briefly. To let you guys know that I'm still here. I want to thank you guys for the other day for checking out my stream, hitting that like and sub. I greatly appreciate it as I'm trying to grow my little community here with all you flight simmers and things like that. That's always, their support's always greatly appreciated. Okay. Then we're going to take the parking brake off and we're going to have at it. Actually, oops. I want to do one thing. We're going to stay about 2,000 and then climb to about, yeah, we're going to climb. And using the Stream Deck, I'm going to actually adjust the FLC if I can. Let's see if it lets me. Nope. This plugin is buggy. Sometimes it works, and then sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so we'll do it the manual way. The only reason I use the Stream Deck is for convenience. To help me when I'm streaming, just to kind of speed things up, but we'll just do it manually. This is how you would do it for real. Okay, now we're gonna go. Alright, I can set the autopilot. And then we're just going to do a header. The one thing I just noticed was my elevation was completely miscalculated. Let me kill the autopilot so I don't fight that. I'll just hand fly it for right now. So the terrain, I had my altitude at 2,000, and it seemed very low. So So I came up to 4,000. I want to go up to 4,000. I'll just hand fly for right now. Drop the nose a little bit so we can climb a little bit faster, because right now it's at like 86. Okay. Start turning. What's going on? Hold on a second. There we go. Let's see if we can see any animals. I'll take us outside and see if we can see anything. I just want to keep an eye on the plane. See, here. Yeah. It's down. Shut up. Why are you trying to pitch from me? What's wrong? How's my trim? All right, let's just see. What is wrong with this? There. Now we should level off about 74. There we go. Okay. So we got that. And I'll look out the window here. See if we can see any animals. I think I have binoculars set up, yeah. So this is a feature of chase planes, so we're going to see if we can spot anything. See if I can see anything. Okay, so we're coming up to the first waypoint, which is Flanders range. Pull back on the throttle a little bit. Because in the World Update 21, they did say that there's going to be some animals and things. So I don't know. Folks in chat, have you guys tried out this update yet? Because I'm not seeing anything. No. Plane Crazy 760. Oh, nice to meet you. Apparently it's massive, though. I'm reading the release notes, and there's a lot of stuff to it. So for tonight, I only had the chance to pick one little spot. The binoculars is actually through Chase Plane plugin. And that's with Parallels 42. Those come in handy when you do VFR and also like search and rescue. So I was having problems with the controls earlier, but I think it's stabilized now. I've never seen this part of Australia, so having the sim is pretty cool. Allows you to do this. Gives you somewhat of an idea. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. There's kangaroos. I've even seen some crocodiles. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Oh, it's not gonna let me exit. Resume. So right now my chase plane mappings are all messed up, so I kind of have to do it this way. When I updated to 5, I had to reinstall chase plane, the newer version. But let's go and do a belly. Just fly like this for a little bit. See if I can see any animals. All I see is rock and bushes and trees. Kind of neat how you can see the reflection up on the belly of the plane. But I'll be checking out more parts of the World Update 21. Let's go back in the plane. Be quick. I've got some of the hotkeys set up, but not all. Yeah. I would agree with you there. Probably more animals in the national parks than out here in. Yeah. Like I said, this is just like a 82-mile route, something pretty quick. I just wanted to do a brief flight, so now we're going to go up to our second waypoint. And then we'll turn around and then come back. Go back out here. Hotkey this guy. Let's go left. Wow. It's just so isolated. What do you all think of Sim Update 5 overall, though? Do you notice a performance? I've seen it kind of a mixed bag. A lot of people say it's great. Other people say there's a lot of stuttering going on, depending, I guess, your setup. I haven't seen any stuttering. I did freeze one time, though, but that could be one of my plugins. What are y'all's thoughts? Do you guys play on PC, PlayStation? Xbox. I've talked to a few people and they said that the VR on the PlayStation 5 is pretty good. Now this scenery would actually look pretty good in VR. All right, let's see where we're at. Because on the way down, I got to start the approach. Nice. That's good to hear. Yeah, like I said, I think for the most part, it's much improved than when the Sim first released. Oh my God, there were so many problems. But now it's really starting to stabilize. I did the second, third, and fourth betas. I did it 5 briefly when it first released, but then I quickly rolled back because I just have too many things set up that sometimes going into beta, I have to end up resetting everything, and it becomes a pain. So we'll fly up here, and then we'll fly back, and we should be good. Actually, while we're doing that, let me try to load this real quick. No. Where is it? Let's go down to touchdown, and let me see if I can activate that. Okay. Get that activated if I can. There we go. So startup, put that in the panel, and I think that's it. Startup. Today's May 5th. Okay, so it is recorded. So what I'm trying to do is when we land, it's going to rate my landing. It should be interesting. That's actually a free plugin if you guys are curious. It's Touchdown FX. It's even got a built-in replay system and different camera angles, so as you replay back your landing, you can actually have different views. Again, look. Wow, there's actually some water up here to the over here. Let's see, binoculars. One thing I'm going to do, chat, on the next stream is I'm going to bring in Sane Tensions and let the mentor give us an audio tour of the other places that we visit. I think this plugin is the Chase airplane is like $30, I think. So we're coming up to Leigh Creek. Let me get rid of this thing. I hate when that happens. There we go. And this is actually with live weather, so really clear. Okay, we're going to start to turn left. Back down. Australia's one big place. All right, so we're gonna turn back. And see from there. Once we complete the turn, we will set up for approach. I believe we'll set that on. So when we land, you guys can see my score.
Attention viewers, this is your captain speaking. If you're enjoying the flight, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for flying with us today.
I don't know if that came through the stream. I don't think that came through the stream. Yeah, that did not come through the stream. Guys, thank you so much for the likes and the subs recently. I greatly appreciate it. I also plan to go to Flight Sim Expo next month. Okay, cool. Well, nice meeting you, Plane Crazy. Good seeing you. Thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, so let me focus here. A couple things with my sim I gotta adjust, but I should have that ready for next stream. Let's do procedure, select approach. We're just gonna do a simple visual down to visual 21, straight, activate. So, oh, I see what I did wrong. When I took off, I set the altitude for 2000, so we were already below. Australia is around, that runway is about 2000. So that's why the autopilot was freaking out. So that was my fault. I was more excited to get into the sim and check out the update than actually paying attention to the plane. So bad game speaker. And let's just double check the elevation of this airport. So the elevation is 1960. So I'm going to set the vertical descent. So the altitude, let me flip over here real quick. I'm going to make that 2000. And then the VNAV is going to be there. And we should see a top of descent. Yeah, there we go. We're good. I remember when this sim first came out, the top of descent was completely broken. And it really annoyed me because it was working with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and then they broke it. I was like, oh, I relied on that so much. I had to wait till the first update. Ooh. So thirsty. I went out to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, and the food just made me really thirsty. So I apologize for drinking a lot of water right now. Let me do that. So the stream stats look pretty good. We haven't dropped a frame, which is really good. Actually, take some pictures out the window. Oh, you can't take a picture inside? YLT. Really? You should be able to take a picture inside. Where did you come from? What the heck? How did she get in here? This is supposed to be my co-pilot. Don't ask me. It's like she kidnapped my co-pilot. Co-pilot's probably stuffed in the cargo or the storage bin underneath. Pretty impressive though. I mean, so far I'm liking what I see with the update. Yeah, we'll have to pick a national park like Plane Crazy was saying. We'll check that out next stream. Folks, let me know in chat if there's anything you would like me to ask or visit when I visit the Flight Sim Expo 2026 next month in Minnesota. There's a booth you want me to stop by, maybe get some photographs or some interviews with, one of the vendors or developers, let me know. Microsoft is actually going to be there. So I've got a couple questions for them. Look how mountainous this is. You can tell where the terrain over here. I left the indicators on today, so we just know where we were flying to. But yeah, next time, I'll have Say Intentions activated, and then that way we can have the tour guide talk to us. And that's with the Say Intentions AI. I don't know if anybody else in chat uses it, but it's come a long way. Now it's really good. It's getting I'm getting impressed by it. It was impressive before, but now they're really, I think, got their act together. They know what they're doing with the AI. The models have been trained over the last year and a half, so good things with that. But there's still times that I rather work with that sim than Say Intentions AI. I guess for me, it's just mixing it up. What's nice too is in Say Intentions AI and Bat Sim. So if somebody goes offline in Bat Sim, it can actually transfer it to the AI and for Say Intentions. It's very useful. Let's see one more. Let me go here. Let's see if we got. I don't see anything running around. We're getting there. This would actually be really cool in a hot air balloon, which I'm still trying to learn how to fly. But again, there's a lot to World Update 21. So you guys might want to check out the release notes. There's all kinds of things got updated. I mean, for your commercial pilots, no offense, but you can't enjoy this type of scenery going that fast. You know, after a hard day's worth of work, I just like to come, get on the sim, and just kind of chill with some type of VFR flight just to kind of enjoy the scenery. And this just goes on for miles and miles. So chat, do you guys play mostly on PC, or what other platforms do you guys play? Are there any PlayStation folks here? And Xbox folks? Let me know in the chat. Curious how your experience with the PlayStation has been. I think for next stream, I'm going to try to tune the level of detail to see if I can get a better image quality. I've seen some plugins out there. I think one's called Auto FPS, where you can actually set that level of detail, but it tunes it with your performance so you can see the differences and the impact on your system. But guys, if you're watching, I'm using a plugin, and I think I have it turned on correctly tonight. I'm still learning. I've used it a couple times already. It's called Touchdown FX. Let me know also in the chat if you've used that and if you've got any tips for me how to use that. But I have it actually as a panel right now, so as soon as we touch down, it should show the grade. And then what's cool is you can actually, it has a little replay player with the scrub line, so you can actually scrub to where you need, and you can actually change the views so you can watch your landing. Now we're getting there. We're almost there. Yeah, I gotta set up the chase plane, because right now I gotta do it this way to the belly. That's kind of a cool shot, right? Got all the different colors, and then you can see it reflect up against the belly of the aircraft. And you're hearing the loudness. That's with Echo 32's sound pack that I have for the Cessna 172, so it gives it that beefier sound to it. Just thought I'd mention that to y'all in case you're wondering. That plugin's about, I think, $11 US. Go back. Got the hotkey to go back. It's just I need to give a hotkey for the the belly and stuff like that. Okay, it looks like we're hitting the TOD. And we're going to be landing, so I need to prep myself. Make sure my mixture is all the way in. Yep. All right. We can do first stage of flaps right now. We're under 110. Plane Crazy said that he's going to watch this on his big TV. I wonder how it looks. There we go. Gonna bank right. See how I do. I'm so used to hard surfaces. Wow, a little strip. There's no glide slope or whatever, so this is on me. So the elevation of this airstrip is about 2000, or I'm sorry, about 1900. When we get down to 80, well, actually, I'm just gonna ham fly it. I'm using the honeycomb yoke. Once I got this thing, it is so nice. Ooh. Ooh, that was harsh. That was hard. That's a bad rating. Ooh. Ouch. Ouch. At least we didn't crash, but you can see the score right there, which is pretty bad. Okay, I'm not even going to pretend that one. That was pretty bad, but, you know, I wasn't used to the ground, so this is new to me. The terrain was just, I didn't angle it right. Okay, and the approach was just way too fast. I did come down too hard, but anyway. Let me put up the flaps and we'll turn around. But that plugin is called Touchdown Effects. If you guys want to check your own, rate your own landings, it works both for commercial plane and small aircraft like this. I think it also works for helicopters. So that plug-in, you know, when I think I'm bad, that just confirms it. So it helps me improve the next flight. Let me actually see if this works. Hang on, guys. I don't know if this will work right now, but let's try this. Supposedly I can go here, I can bring up the touchdown effects, and I can actually do the replay. If I go to sim, this is the last, it tracks everything, right? So I can go to sim, and then I can do a replay, and we can watch that landing, and we can watch from the gear. Let's see how hard that was on the gear. Okay, here we go. Ooh. So this is the replay of that landing. Just to give you an example of what you can do with this plugin. Again, it's touchdown effects. It's up in the right-hand corner. Ooh. Yeah, I just pushed it hard right there. Ooh. Oh. Kicking dirt and everything else. Oh my God. Let's go to a different, let's play it again, but let's look at the nose. And let's do that one more time. Let me get rid of that. We'll watch the front. Now, I don't remember turning this much. I think the replay's messed up. Yeah, the replay's messed up. Because I was not that bad. So something with that replay, the data got out of whack. So let's try it one more time. Woo! All right, let's try. Why did it do that? Maybe because I closed it. I think I closed it. I think it has to be up on top. That's why. If you close it, then the data's not there, and that's what happened. The sim just kind of flew itself. We could do chase. There we go. Let's try the nose again. And you can see the stats here as well. Okay, so there's that. And also, where's the app now? Okay, so the other thing you can do is you can actually play back the data. All right, let me stop the plane real quick. So this is actually the data run. And then you can see the stats over here on the right and the feet per minute. So you can get a good idea of your touchdowns. So again, there's two replays. There's one for stats and the other one's actually to replaying the sim. Yep. So, okay, guys, that's going to be it for today's stream. Like I said, this was a quick, just a quick look at the Sim Update World or Sim World Update 21 Australia. We did southern part of Australia. Next time I might go over to Sydney or one of the lighthouses. And then I also showed you some touchdown effects. And as you can see, my landing was pretty bad today. We got like a 55, so I'm not too happy with that, but it's okay. It's okay. I enjoyed the flight anyway, and you guys join in. And guys, thank you so much for the likes and subs. And if you haven't subbed, please consider it. And it means a lot to me. And I'll just keep bringing you more contents. And again, if you want me to try to review or find you anything from the Sim Update 2026 next month in Minnesota, let me know and I'll try to cover it. So until then, I'll catch you all later. Thank you so much and have a good night.